One of the leaders of the movement, Comrade Hassan Soweto, made the announcement at the press conference on Thursday, saying that End Bad Governance in Nigeria is set to start their protest June 12. According to him, the protest is aimed at expressing dissatisfaction with the current administration over its economic reforms, which have triggered hardship. Soweto emphasized that the removal of subsidy and unification of Naira has adversely affected the economy, pushing many citizens into hardship. Another result of Tinubu's 2-year presidency is the asphyxiation of the national economy due to the adverse effect of the removal of oil subsidy and Naira devaluation, he said. Without equivocation, we have to say that the past 2 years of President Tinubu's government has been nothing short of a disaster for the mass of Nigerian people. The anti-poor and neoliberal reforms of the regime have led to the destruction of livelihoods and economy on a scale previously unimagined, Soweto said. He also expressed worries over what he called abuse of democracy, describing the Tinubu-led government as dictatorship. He also called on the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, and the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Moshood Jemo, to cooperate with the protesters. Amy, what do you make of this story? End bad governance to lead another protest, nationwide protest, June 12th.
Honestly, to be frank with you, I think I will actually support that bad governance should be ended in Nigeria, because we are people that is blessed. We talk of natural resources, we talk about human resources. We have all it takes to be, to be greater people, to be better people, to compete with some of those countries in Europe and some of the Western economies. But it's very unfortunate that we're always appearing beggarly. Philippines and the rest were with us as third world country, but today we call them emerging economies. But Nigeria still remains the third world. Why are we fixed there, fixed with that third, that word third, that remain third? Can't we also, grow to the extent that we become an emerging economy, or we be among the advanced economy of the world? We can actually do, we have all it takes to get there. But the point now is, we have refused to allow ourselves to get there. By the way we do things, by the way we think, and the way we perceive things, and the way we want to achieve things. This is the hindrance that we have. So I want us to end bad governance in Nigeria.
No,
how do we end it? Do we end bad governance by trying to promote those who created the bad governance? Or will end bad governance by speaking truth to ourselves and addressing the situation the way we are supposed to address it? This is where I'm having issue with some of these people here. Soweto is actually my friend, one of the leaders of the
Hassan Soweto.
Hassan Soweto. He's my friend.
Okay.
We're in very good talking terms and all that. He's still my friend. Maybe if he sees this, he will say me again. He's my friend. But this is a matter of national interest. This is Nigeria we are looking at. If we don't understand where the rain started, we walk in vain and dwell more in vanity, thinking we are solving problem and we will create more of the problem. What led us to this situation that we are? These are the questions we should be asking. If we must end bad governance, the question we should ask ourselves is, what brought us to this level? How did we get here? Is it because subsidy was actually just removed? Then all the hungers. I remember so many songwriters and singers. Some sang Nigeria Jaga Jaga. Some sang Food Not Day, Ibu. What is that his name? Okafor, John Okafor. And so many persons, even China. So many people will be experiencing this hunger. But we fail to understand that if we continue to do things in that formal way, it will get to a point where the thing will be so escalated and the hunger will become more severe, because all the fabric, the basic thing that was supposed to sustain us as a nation, as a people, have been destroyed. So we are now heaping the blames of all these years of mismanagement, bad support and all that on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Some people said since 2015 that the APC came. forgetting that we have been laying the foundation and building on the foundation of bad governance to the extent that corruption became connection. We now see corruption then as connection. So if you are able to add figures, you're able to manipulate the system, then people will hear you that this man has connection. Forgetting that the time will come where this connection will not be eating us. This is the stage we got to. Subsidy is gone. Yes. To tell us the truth, the thing actually, encourage some of the hardship. I will confess to that. Based on the way Nigeria has behaved, based on our attitude. Subsidy is gone. Some people decided to take advantage of that pronouncement and begin to increase the prices of their commodities, trying to make double gains from that. Is that they will tell you, subsidy will be removed. Subsidy will be removed. This is where we'll be hiding under to perpetrate so much economic wickedness against one another. But we don't see this. We believe that by the pronunciation, subsidy is gone. So therefore, all the problem that we have been experiencing since 1960 suddenly feel there. It is the subsidy is gone that brought them. How many refineries do we have that were working? You keep importing petroleum product that you can refine here. You extract the product. You export the raw material. They turn it to finished good, create job for the foreign countries. Enhance the economy of the foreign countries. They transport the finished product as consumer that we are. All around is just to consume. Then after consumption, we will not be crying of waiting. No jobs. No money. We'll be running that vicious cycle of poverty and suffering. So we want to end bad governance by asking the president to do what? To review that policy and begin to subsidize the product. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. What stops us from asking the government that let us fix our refineries and ensure that they work properly and optimally? Most annoying thing that I see on the part of Nigerians is this. Anytime they mention government, what comes to their mind is federal government. They forget that federal government operates at the macro level of the economic system, while the micro level also needed to be taken care of. Endbadgovernance or the federal government, the removal of the subsidy actually benefit the government of the state, the subnationals, and the local government more than the federal government. Most of this state government has more money now. Soweto belongs to a state. He belongs to a local government. Can he tell me what exactly his local government, his state government have achieved since the subsidy was removed? With all the billions and millions of naira that have gone to his local government, to the state, can he point to one thing that he has achieved that will help to better the lives of the people, improve standard of living?
And has he
in terms of agriculture, in terms of agriculture, in terms of industry, even in terms of transportation, what exactly has his local government done? People just believe that by the time the subsidy is removed, assuming Laurentia, a local government that Soweto hails from, has some level of farms that belongs and managed by the local government. That if by this orientation of this how is it called now? Comparative advantage. That if rice comes from somewhere, maybe in Sokoto, for an example, then his own local government are now farming more of yams. Would that yam serve as substitute good to the rice? Would that yam compete with the price of the rice in the local market in Soweto's community? So if the rice is so expensive, many people will say, okay, since the yam is cheaper, they will go for yam, isn't it? And those who have their rice will have their rice in their shop locked up. They will be forced to bring the prices down, isn't it? Are we not fighting prices of commodity already? So what exactly has been done with the fund that his own local government, his state government, have done with this subsidy removal fund since? But we all focus on federal government, Tinubu. Tinubu will come and build the primary health care. Tinubu will come and build the secondary health care. As even the Tinubu focus on the tertiary health care. Tinubu will come and give us transportation, the bikes and the rest that will be taking us from trunk A to trunk B to trunk C. Tinubu must do everything. Just because we have been so brainwashed by politicians into believing that everything starts and ends at the federal level. What is the essence of Ministry of Agriculture at the state level? What is the essence of Ministry of Agriculture at the local government level? What are they doing? Why do we have Ministry of Transportation at the state level? Why are the state making budgets? We don't talk about this. And the politicians at the local level are celebrating this. They believe, and they will even have to tell you, yes, so the federal government have failed. Just so that to take your eyes away from them. Because they know that by the time you are so agitated, they are very close to you. You will get to them. So the diversionary tactics is always talk about the federal government. Pay people around them. Speak to people around them to be talking and hammering on the federal government. To take all our minds to Abuja. Abuja is far. So no matter how you are agitated, no matter how you are angry, by the time you take the first bus, you step down to the second bus, all your anger we just
but the
fly
thing
away.
Is, with respect to this and bad governance in Nigeria protests, a lot of persons have raised concerns that these protests are political.
It is political. This protest is political. Watch, you will see Atiku in it. You will see Peter Obi in it. You will see other persons in it. It is political. It is champion. See the plan.
Is it more like the strategy APC used in making PDP less popular to take over power? Recall that in during the reign of the PDP, particularly under Goodluck Jonathan, when there was a spike at the beginning of this whole insecurity issues, APC capitalized on the insecurity in the country, the kidnap of the Chibok girls, and the kidnaps and the killings happening in the northern states. They capitalized on it. A lot of protest was held, and it was on that ground that PDP was depopularized. Could that be the same strategy that is going on? But this appears to have a different, well, it's still societal issues.
The strategies
do you think it's the same?
Are different.
Okay, go ahead.
The APC employ more strategic and tactical approaches towards whatever they did there. What people are doing now is hatred, exhibition of hatred, tribalism, destabilization. Let's make the state ungovernable for the president and the ruling party. This is the pattern they are tailoring. And if you watch them, it is so. They are always calling for crisis, calling for problem upon problem, crisis everywhere.
But then what would
this
say
is their own.
The last time that this protest held, you know, if you recall, a lot of arrests were made, particularly in the north, when the crisis took a very different turn. However, the arrowheads of this crisis, the people that came out to say that, oh, they are the organizers of the protest and all that, they were not arrested, they were walking free.
These people told you they didn't send them to go and steal. What happened in the north wasn't protest. It is what they call Zanga Zanga na Sata.
What does that mean?
It means a protest for stealing. It is stealing that happened in the north. You went breaking houses, stealing government property and destroying, you say it's a protest. Okay. Hosting foreign flags, calling people to come and take over the government of your country.
So there was something else going on.
There was something underneath. It was sponsored to destabilize the state for the ruling party. They believe that with that, they will be able to make the ruling party unpopular.
So in light of that, do you think that this end bad governance protest should be sustained, considering what happened the last time?
Are they actually calling to end bad governance, or they are just coming to destabilize the state? If we are to end bad governance,
protest is to destabilize the state.
That is the intent of the whole thing. If I am to protest, I'm always telling them that if I am to protest, we look from people from my community, we will go to the local government chairman. We will go there and ask. Before we go out there to go and fight, please show me what and what you have done. We received 200 million.
Funds that the federal government
we received 200 million naira in the month of this, 300 million in the month of this. These are what have you done with this? So we started from there. So if we are done with that one, then we go to the next stage. Bros are the governor. Come and show us this. Then when we are done, we now know that the whole thing is okay from here. The problem is actually the center.
Yeah.
So we now go to the center. But this one, they are jumping the A, jumping the B. It is the C they want.
So there's something else going on.
It's just about politics. How
Right.
to destabilize the state for the ruling party. And they are not following it well. They are not even they are not strategic. They are not strategic. We are seeing the thing. So when you create a crisis, don't forget you live in Nigeria as well. Those who want to be political servitude, be wise, use your head. Some of these persons who are champion end bad governance have had some dollars maybe flowing to their accounts, that the next available ticket is already waiting for them. So whatever happens, you will find them in foreign land, while you and I will be here. We'll be here.
All right.